Do you struggle to get your leg into the car? You're not alone, and we're going to review 3 exercises that will help. There's quite a few reasons you might have difficulty getting in or out of the car, that you might have pain in your hip or groin when you're swinging your leg to get into your car. And we're going to review 3 of my favorite exercises that will help with that. And there could be lots of reasons why it's difficult. It could be hip arthritis, it could be hip tightness, or simply a bit of hip weakness. And these exercises really should show you what you want to work on and how to work on it. So the first thing we're going to do is go down into a mini squat. We don't have to go deep because it's not about squatting deep right now. It's about finding space in the hips. So we go down into a mini squat and we take our palms and we press them firmly right where your thigh bone meets your pelvis. And what this is doing, it's creating space in the hip that's sometimes so tight, and that's why it causes difficulty to get in or out of your car. I'm going to show you one more time. So we bend down, doesn't need to be a lot, push your palms into your thighs, and then lift your chest or arch your back, and you'll feel some space coming into your hip. So that's what I like to call a tractioned squat, and I recommend you start with 1 or 2 holding this position for about 5 seconds and work your way up to 10. The next thing we're going to do is on the floor. So we lie down on the floor in what we like to call a bridge preparation position. So we're lying down, your arms are out to the side, and all we're going to do is let the legs fall to one side. So what this is doing is, again, creating space in the hips and opening up a little bit of the back. You're going to hold that for about 3 seconds and come back to the center. And then you're going to swivel or let your legs fall to the opposite side. Allow one hip to come up and just create space in the hips. And this will help you so much in getting in and out of the car. Start with about, let's say, 3 on each side, holding it for about 3 seconds, and then you can work your way up to about 10. Super duper helpful for most people in terms of decreasing the pain and tightness that we feel getting in and out of the car. The last movement that I'd like you to try is a simple bridge position, and this will help you build a bit of strength and mobility to make getting in and out of the car easier. So you lie down and your knees are bent, feet are naturally turned out, arms are at your sides, and all I want you to do is anchor or push your lower back down into the floor. This also can be done on the bed as well, and then you release. Let's try that together one more time. So you're pushing your lower back down into the floor bed, and then you release. So that's phase 1, and you want to make sure you're able to do that before going on to the next one. And the next one is the same thing, but there's more of a load, and this will help you so much build strength. So arms are out, you push into your feet, and you round your back like we just did, but now you also lift up. And you hold that for about 5 seconds. And then you slowly reverse that. You come down and then you let your back release. Start with 1 or 2, work your way up to 10. And those 3 movements together should really help with some of the pain and difficulty of getting in or out of the car. If you'd like to work more on increasing your hip mobility, stability, and flexibility, check out my next video, which really goes through a series of useful and usable exercises so that you can feel better in your hips.